Hi YouTube, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe right now. Today we're playing The Freshman Book 3, Chapter 7. Everyone stares at Zig with their mouths agape. We just found out about his criminal record, remember? Zig, you have a criminal record. Chris, you're about to lose your standing as Hartfeld's resident criminal. Ugh, Sebastian, shut up. Hey, we all have our histories. It looks like our favorite football jock isn't the only one with secrets. No secrets here. If you want to know about it, I'll tell you. Well, I can't say I'm not intrigued. What exactly happened? My sister used to date this total jerk. He was always belittling her, calling her names, and making threats. Sometimes weeks would go by where I had no idea what was going on because he wouldn't let her talk to me. They dated for 2 years, but when I was in high school, she finally broke up with him. I was helping her move her stuff out of his place. Then he showed up in the middle of it and started getting aggressive. I didn't intend for things to get violent, but he grabbed my sister, and when I tried to pull him away, he threw a punch at me. So I beat the heck out of him. I got expelled and ended up spending the next year in juvie. Oh my god. But it was self-defense. It was hard to make that argument when there was hardly a scratch on me and the other guy was a mess. Wow, you really laid into him, huh? I was not going to stand by and let him push my sister around like that. He may not have been legally charged, but I hope now he'll think twice before ever treating another woman like that. That's awful that you had to bear the brunt of the consequences, though. Yeah, we all make mistakes. At least your intentions were good. It wasn't a mistake. I would do it again in a heartbeat. As long as I can protect the people I love, I don't care what happens to me. Leave it to a thug like you to try to justify. You sure you want to finish that sentence, Captain Trust Fund? That's what I saw. Hey, who wants to play a round of beer pong? Ooh, yes, let's get the table set up. People branch off into groups as the party continues. You head back inside, chatting with Caitlin and Abby. Wow, Zig told quite a story, huh? Yeah, I guess he really is as tough as he looks. I don't know, it makes me a little uncomfortable. I mean, Chris's car theft is one thing, but did you see how mad he got just from retelling the story? To be fair, he was just trying to protect his sister. Besides, it was a long time ago. But it's not just that. He totally clocked Sebastian too, and he didn't even know him. I mean, I'm the last person to defend that cockroach, but still, it seems like Zig might be prone to lashing out. Hey, Sebastian did grab Cinnamon. I think Zig was just trying to help. Look, maybe he doesn't go about it in the most pleasant way, but it seems like his heart is in the right place. To be honest, I think he deserves a chance. I don't condone violence, but it seems like Zig is just trying to look out for people who need help. And we can forgive Chris. Chris was going through a rough patch. Zig is just rough. I think he's just passionate when it comes to protecting his loved ones. I really doubt he'd hurt someone for no reason. Well, however you guys feel about him, it looks like he and Chris are really getting along. She nods across the room where Chris and Zig are speaking intently. I guess I'm not too surprised. They do have a thing or two in common. Oh no, you don't think? I mean, Chris fell in with a bad crowd before. Abby, talking to one guy with a record isn't going to turn Chris into a cold-blooded criminal. If it makes you feel better, I'll go see what they're talking about. Probably plotting some hardcore crimes. My bet is on arson. Cut it out, Caitlin. I'm just trying to look out for my friend. But you wouldn't understand that, would you? Abby storms off while Caitlin stares after her wide-eyed. What was that about? I think she's still mad about the way your band behaved last weekend. Oh, Fort, she needs to get over it. They were just teasing. Yeah, but it bugged her. I think you should try to work things out. How am I supposed to keep things out? How am I supposed to work things out if she keeps running away instead of talking to me? Caitlin. Look, I'll go talk to her, okay? Thank you. I just don't want any group drama, especially with everyone so separated right now. To be honest, I feel like I haven't even seen you that much of lately. Caitlin takes her hand and gives it a light squeeze. Sorry we haven't had much time for us. I know I've been busy with my band lately. Caitlin, I've really been missing you. I'm glad you're getting so much out of this band, but I wish you had a little more time for us. I know, and I'm so sorry I haven't been making the time, but I swear we'll do something together soon. She gives you a quick kiss and turns to leave. You keep an eye on Chris while I find Abby. I'll do my best. You head over to Chris and Zig. As you approach, Chris is so wrapped up in conversation that he doesn't even notice you. And I just think it's so strange that... Hey, Cinnamon. I see you two are getting along. Cinnamon, perfect timing. Zig was just telling me a little more about himself. So you've got more thrilling stories from your past, huh? I think you and everyone else have already heard the juiciest bits. But long story short, I grew up in a military family, moved around a lot as a kid, liked school, and now here I am partying it up with a bunch of college students. Well, I'm really glad you're hanging out with us. Ever since you helped us out at the cafe, I had a feeling we'd get along. Hey, happy to assist however I can, especially if it involves giving Prince Privilege a reason to count his teeth. I think you've probably scared Sebastian enough for one lifetime. Thankfully, most of us aren't as obnoxious as him. I got that impression. You all seem like decent people. Actually, Chris and I have been chatting, and it turns out we have a lot in common. I was telling Zig a little bit about my background when you came over. I gotta say, man, you give me hope for overcoming my rap sheet. I could use a second chance. You said you liked school. Have you thought about college? I always wanted to. I actually did so well on my SATs that I got early acceptance from a few colleges during my junior year. But after the incident with my sister's ex, all those offers were revoked. But I haven't given up hope yet. If Chris was able to do it, maybe there's a chance for me too. He looked at Chris. He's staring off into space, his brow furrowed in concentration. Chris, I know that look. You have an idea you want to share with us. Zig, you've given me a great idea for my next student council proposal. Really? What kind of proposal? Look, I need to work out the details, but I want to do something to help people like us. I made it to Hartfeld because I got a second chance, and I want to pass it on. You know what? I'm going to head home. I need to write down some of these ideas. It was great talking to you today. I hope we'll be in touch. For sure, man. See you later. Chris grins at you both and hurries off toward the door. Well, looks like it's just you and me. The busy life of college students, huh? Something like that. Is something wrong? I guess I'm in kind of a weird place with my friends right now. Sorry to hear that. Feel like sharing? I've been told I'm a great listener. When we all first met, I felt like we were going to be friends forever. But now everyone's busy, meeting new people, getting into fights with each other. I'm worried that we're drifting apart. Hey, everyone has their shortcomings, and you'll find them when you know a person long enough. Things can't be perfect all the time. What matters is how you deal with that and what you're willing to do to make things work. If you all really care about each other, you'll get through this and be closer because of it. You know, you're absolutely right. We've been through a lot, and we've always had each other's backs. This quarter won't be any different. See, you know it's true. You'll get through this. I just wish everyone wasn't so busy. I don't want to spend tonight alone. You don't have to, you know. I found this cool little dive on the other side of town. We could grab some drinks, play some pool, just as a friends thing. You've been kind to me, and I want to return the favor. You glance around the room, but your friends have all left. You let out a sigh. You know what? Let's do it. That's what I like to hear. I promise it'll be fun. I don't doubt it. Let's bounce. You and Zig catch a cab downtown, then he ushers you into a small, dark dive bar. A few gruff-looking patrons dot the room, and the air smells of stale beer. There's a pool table in the corner. Here we are. Mac Lodgins, my favorite watering hole in all of Hartfield, at least so far. Wow, this place is really cool. I love the atmosphere. I feel like this place must have some great stories. You're right about that. The other day, the bartender shared some incredible memories about the fire of '86. Remind me to tell you sometime. I'm excited to hear all about it. How about I grab us some beers and you find us a place to sit? Sure thing. You take a seat by the pool table and Zig joins you with 2 brimming steins of beer. So how did you find out about this place? I was just exploring the city when I found it. It reminds me of this blank bar where I got my first job when I was 17. I'd save up and take my sisters to the movies. Aw, that's sweet. It seems like you and your sisters are close. Very much so. My family's pretty big, but we take care of each other. Yeah, I definitely got the impression from what you told us at the party. Look, Cinnamon, I know I might come off as a little intense, but I'm just trying to do what's right. You don't have to agree with me, but I need you to understand. I can't sit idly by when I see someone being cruel. Like your sister's ex, or Sebastian? Guys like that are never going to be held accountable for their actions. If you want justice, sometimes you have to step outside the box. You're absolutely right. Sometimes you do everything right, but it's still not enough. If people like that are going to play outside the rules, you have to be prepared to do the same. I'm glad you understand. Not everyone sees it that way, and I guess I can't blame them. When I try to protect someone you love, there are no boundaries. I get that. Zig sits back and looks at you for a moment, his brow furrowed. You're a good person, Cinnamon. You know that? Well, thanks. Regardless of how you go about it, I think you care a lot about others. I do. I guess we have that in common. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't mean for the conversation to get so heavy. I want you to have fun tonight. The night's still young. Zig smiles, then stands up and puts a few quarters in the pool table. Are you any good at pool? Oh, I'm kind of a noob. Want me to show you the ropes? Please. Here, let me give you a hand. Zig stands behind you and places his hands over yours, guiding your movement. You feel him pressed against your back. Is this okay? Zig, get a little closer. Wait, I thought you were seeing someone. Actually, yeah, I am. You bite your lip and look at the ground. Zig pulls away from you and steps back. Do they know you're here with me tonight? No. Zig lets out a frustrated sigh and runs a hand through his hair. Look, Cinnamon, I like you, but this is wrong. I'm not going to be your man on the side. I'm sorry, Zig, I don't mean it like that. Things have just been complicated lately. If you're not happy, then you need to talk to your partner, not get involved with other people behind their back. I don't like being used, and I don't want to ruin someone else's relationship. Work things out with them before you mess around with me, Cinnamon. You're right, Zig. I'm really sorry. Well, I didn't want to say, oh, I could use a little bit of space. I don't know, that sounds like, oh, get away from me. Like, I don't know. I just meant, like, I forget about Caitlin sometimes. You wake up late the next morning to the sound of your phone ringing. Gabriella's number pops up on the screen. Hello. Cinnamon, I need your help. It's an emergency. Oh no, did something happen? Is Rico okay? He's fine, but Ugh, this is so embarrassing. I've got a date tonight. Gabriella, that's great. So what's the issue? I've just moved to a new apartment and haven't found a sitter in the area yet. I was wondering. Say no more. I can watch Rico while you're out. Oh, thanks so much, Cinnamon. This is a huge relief. Listen, Rico can be a bit of a handful for one person, so why don't you invite a friend along too? Thanks, Gabriella. I'll do that. Great, I'll text you my address. See you tomorrow. You hang up and flop down on your bed. How hard could it be to take care of a baby for one night? Find out in the next chapter of The Freshman. If you want to see me babysit Rico, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on to be notified when I post a new video. Bye, guys.